All right, Jacob's Journal, week 5, which is crazy to think about. I already been doing this for 5 weeks. Haven't uploaded that many, but yeah, 5 weeks. So last week was I thought was going amazing. I made a great video explaining it was an amazing video, so on and so forth. However, that Friday hit, and then at lunchtime I got a devastating text from Jess. Our ferret, Zola, was found in the litter box, hyperventilating and unable to move. So I went home early from work on my lunch break to check up on her, and she could not walk at all. Like, she was just pretty much crippled, as if she was like drunk and disorientated. I watched her try to drink water and she fell and smacked her face. Later on, a little while after, Jess came home and then she ran up the stairs to their cage and just kept running, so she went flying off. Luckily she wasn't injured or anything, but you could tell she was starting to get really distressed. So Jess and I brought her over to us at the floor, and then she was panicking. It was really hard to watch. It was really sad, and I'm getting a little emotional talking about it. But we had to make a decision, like stay strong, and we decided it was best to put her down before she was like hurting herself, or like, like she couldn't do anything for herself. So it was time. And it's hard as a caregiver to decide when to put your pet down. This is the first time Jess and I had to really deal with this, right? This is our first pet that we ever had to put down, and sometimes, like, I get this constant thought, like, was it too early or was it too late? Because we watched her kind of go through this for about 2 weeks. And you also want to spend more time with your pet too. Like, I felt like I didn't have enough time with her to say goodbye. At the end of the day, though, we made a decision, and it was the benefit to our pet. And it's hard. It's like, now I gotta watch Rolo sleep alone, and that honestly breaks my heart so much. Like, I could not imagine going to bed without Jess. Like, that's gotta be challenging for any creature. So we made a decision to put her down, and this weekend was pretty low energy. My stream reflected that as well. I was pretty down on views, which makes it a little harder for me to stream, to be honest. Like, I don't want to be that kind of guy. However, like, I really thrive on like human interaction and like feeding off of like everyone's energy and like amplifying it, right? And then more people lines up more jokes, and then my stream kind of flows a lot better. So the low energy from ferret passing, I really noticed it affect stream as well. I'm really proud though. I had thoughts of just saying, hey everybody, like, this is too hard for me, I'm not gonna stream. I did get to stream. I did get on there and say hi, and then give the energy I have to you guys, so I could provide like a stability sense, and like, I'm gonna be here for the rest of your life to entertain you, whether you like it or not. So we did a Saturday stream, and it was slower. So I gotta get used to the slower streams now that I'm back at work and I'm not streaming for like 9 to 12 hours a day. My reach isn't as grand, right? So I gotta take heedance in this smaller community that we're growing, and you guys especially who are here on Jacob's Journal, taking a personal note from everything, which is fantastic. And a lot of you too. I think like all of you guys mostly make up to my 4 a.m. stream, which is crazy to think. I know most of you are European, but still, like, it's still pretty early. Like, most of you are at work, or there's quite a few people actually though that are like on the East Coast that show up like Lucky. That's so crazy. I had a day or two where Lauren showed up, and I know he's around these parts. Look at this guy, #1 bullshit guy. You just bumped my car. Oh, I'm recording you. That's Peter. He's a great guy. He's one of my best work buddies. He's immaculate. But yeah, so it's an adjustment. It's definitely a Monday that I've been sitting in my lift just thinking, like overthinking way too much. Like I'm thinking about this, thinking about that, daydreaming. Like daydreaming gets me in a lot of trouble. I noticed. I could daydream for days, but it doesn't I can't do any actions from daydreaming. So I'm putting all these thoughts and all this energy into an imagination, which really slows down my process in my day, in my productivity. So I got to get back and ground myself. Like I've got to ground myself, even though with all this going on, I need to find a way to place myself here and now. So that way I have the energy to focus on what's actually happened. And when I say daydream, I'm thinking about things like far in the future. I'm like, if this channel grows, I want to do travel. I want to do travel vlogs, and what would that look like? Well, I'm gonna need Jess, and then if we have a kid, I'm gonna need a babysitter, and then what about a cameraman? And like, what's the content gonna be like? I'm like, I'm gonna need my best friend Chris, and I'm gonna have to pay for him, but he also has a spouse, and I'm like, she's a great manager. Maybe we could hire her. Like it just snowballs to this crazy fantasy that doesn't have any grains of reality currently. Like I'm streaming to like roughly like from 20 to like 50 people, and then my YouTube views on my gaming side it's not even at 200 subscribers. So I'm just in the clouds. Like, and what I'm saying is like I need to find a way to ground myself here and now, and then in these moments, because these moments are like the current journey, right? And I don't want to miss out on it with daydreaming. So hard weekends, my daydreaming. Oh man, I'm wanting to get back gaming hard too, so I might pick up a Steam Deck and try to do some on the road RL stuff, hopefully while I'm working. I'm going up to 6 days a week here next week or the following week, one of the two. So I will need to have some road content going on for a stream. You're not gonna miss out though, you're here. So anyways, rant aside, thank you so much. Thanks everybody for showing up and being here. There's an endless possibility of chances and imaginations I could fulfill, and I'm really excited for that. I really want to go swim with sharks, so maybe put that out in the universe. Hell yeah, sharks. Love, peace.